activates appreciation. Genesis chapter 16, verse 1 to 6. He said, now Sarah, Abraham's wife, bare him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian whose name was Hagar. And Sarah said unto Abraham, behold, now the Lord has restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I will obtain children by her. And Abraham hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptians, after Abraham, and dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abraham, to be his wife. Verse 4. And he went in unto Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she has conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. Number one, Sarah told Abraham, carry the maid and sleep with the maid. That is, I was trying to look in the Bible where Abraham said, no, let's not do it. Abraham did not refuse. Abraham did not refuse. He not even say, at least make him beg and small. The Bible says, as she said, he just go. If people like say, no, they like that girl since. He was just waiting. Said, I don't know if I go now, this woman will feel on her. So as soon as she said, our maid now since I never born. Oh, yeah, go. I was trying to look, Daddy. I was trying to check if there is a place Abraham just say, no, now, you know it's our maid. Don't worry, God will give you. The Bible says immediately, he just enter. When we meet in heaven, I will ask Abraham a question. And the next thing that pained me, imagine housemaid. Imagine housemaid when they help. Carry put for house. Because I don't tell you, may you go sleep with Oga. You can't get belly. Your shoulder can't come like this. Levels has changed. You are not turned to madam. You forget where you're coming from. You forgot where I picked you from. You forgot all the food I've been giving you. You forgot all the clothes I've been buying for you. I should imagine how Sarah felt that night. Imagining when Hagar entered that room. As Hagar entered the room, that woman not go sleep. Oh. She will not sleep. Women, am I saying the truth? She can, where will sleep come? So many things will be going through her head. I should imagine how many years she thought about that thing even before the thing came out from her mouth. I imagine when Hagar carry her leg, do like this. They walk out, they enter the room. And when she managed to enter the room, when door closed, Kai! Daddy, how are you feeling? And at that moment, I know she will be pacing around. Or she may go and lie down on top of the bed and be counting ceiling. And she'll be saying to herself, who know what thing they happen now? Who know what thing they happen now? The pains that woman went through, nobody can imagine it. And then after all, the housemaid gallantly, because she don't get belly. The Bible said in verse 4, it says she despised her mistress. It said, and she went in, and when it said her mistress was despised in her, that means she begin sizing, see finish, you know, not be waiting they make game for, not be that way. In fact, I mean they're on board now. But do you know that sometimes in life, people don't know that the same person that made you can bring you down? forget so soon. Even if the person does not bring you down, there is something called karma. There is something called karma. You don't bite the finger I fed you. Verse 5 said something. He said, and Sarai said unto Abraham, my wrong be unto thee. Now me do am. But you see this thing what I do, where be bad thing. What I say, may go sleep with my husband. May it be unto you. I have given my maid into your bosom. And when she saw that she has conceived, I was despised in her eyes. The Lord judged between me and thee. For even agreeing to sleep with this girl, for going to sleep with this girl, God going to judge between two of us. You know, if you say no agree. And now, look at the girl now. He's despising me, don't get power. Oh yeah, let's go. Verse what now? Verse 6. But Abraham said unto Sarai, behold, thy maid is in thy hand, though. The maid there for your hand. He said, do to her as it pleases you. Imagine the kind of person where Abraham be. Anything you want to her, do her. And when Sarah dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face. The same soft Sarai, the same loving Sarai, the same woman who clothed her, who took care of her, turned around, saying, "Issue and waiting, Pepe." And then she knew that the privilege that was given to her was just a privilege. Not that the woman has no rights. Not that the woman doesn't know her left and right. But she was just given a privilege. Some of us, they give us privilege and then we take it for granted. People help you. And suddenly, the help they gave to you, you turn around and you begin to talk against them. You forget those days when you were begging. You forget those days when you were pleading. You forget those days when even that nobody can use the longest of pole to touch you. When you were in difficult times, nobody was there to help you. But this same person helped you. Appreciation. Do you know that had it been Hagar, even when she conceived, was still humble, loyal, and telling the madam, even if I'm pregnant, my being pregnant today and being in this house is you. Anything I am today is you. Madam, thank you. Do you think Sarah will get angry? She will not. Because from what we understood, Sarah is a good woman. There are things to note from this. Note it down in your book. Please don't miss it out. Number one thing you need to note: never forget the help of yesterday because of the person is not able to help you today. Yesterday you asked and it was given. Today you are asking and the person say, "In no day," you are angry. The one given to you yesterday was because it was there. Why not remember the one that the person has done yesterday? Why stand on the one of today? And then you throw away the one of yesterday. It is not right. Number 10 thing to note, write it down. Don't push down the ladder you used to climb up. Because you will need it on your way down. Never in your life push down the ladder you used to do what? To climb up. Because you will need it when you're coming down. When you push it down, because you don't want the other person to come up. When you want to come down, there will be no ladder for you to come down. Number 3 thing you need to note, write it down. Be careful careful not to bite the finger that fed you, because you are already satisfied. Remember, you will be hungry tomorrow. That finger that fed you, and you're satisfied, you bite it. He said, let me bite it. Let it pain her. Let it pain him. Tomorrow, when you get hungry, which finger will feed you again? A guy was angry with the mother and the father. He said, for the fact that they did not sell the land they have to send me to school, I will never have anything to do with them in my lifetime. Now that I have become wealthy, there is nothing connected between me and them again. It is finished. When the dad got ill in the village and they called him, he said that the father that they are talking about, he doesn't know who he is. Where was my father when my mates were going to school and he refused to sell land and he took me to go and learn trade? Where was my father when others were busy enjoying and eating chicken and he will give me only gari to be eaten? Says, you people should know that I have cut myself away from this family. And do you know that this guy did not lift up a finger until the father died? When the father died, the mother already was ill, out of so much struggles and suffering. And they sent message across to him again. And he said, I told you people before, I don't want to hear anything about that man and that woman. He is dead. Let her follow him now. What is she living for? And the mother said, no, I know the son I have. If I meet him face to face, the hearts of a son and mother will get connected, and he will help me. And she went to meet the son. When she got to see the son shouted. He said, what are you doing in my house? Who permitted you to step your stinking, filthy leg into my house? The same house I built with my hard-earned money that you did not train me. A house that I built with my hard-earned money that you did not train me in school. Is it where you're coming to stay? Oh yeah, carry your thing and get back. The woman said, it's late. I cannot go now. He said, you must go. Say, what if something happens to me? Say, that is what I want. So that we know that your own too has ended. Did you know that that guy never lifted a finger to help the mom until the mom died? When the mom died, why am I saying this story? Most of you have entitlement spirit. Entitlement spirit of, you're supposed to, you are supposed to, you are supposed to. Where I am today is because my mother did not, is because my father did not, is because this one did not. Entitlement spirit makes us to lose that in the place of appreciation. Even as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, simple appreciation, whether they did something for you or they did not do it for you, appreciate. You don't say, is it because you did something? Are you not my husband? Are you not supposed? Who told you? Go out there and see whether it's every man that does that. So if your husband treats you well, does this for you, no matter the little, appreciate. If your wife, the little she can do and the little she has been able to do, don't see her, wait till they do. All you do is stay in the house and eat my money. Appreciate. You see that person you are failed to appreciate. When that person is no longer in your life, that is when you know why that person is planted in your life. That is why as you see me, I make sure at every given time. You see, this man God has given to me as my husband, there is no day Each time, sometimes I will just tell him, "Dear, thank you." He will say, "For what?" I say, "Even though for nothing, thank you. Just thank you. Just thank you." Be appreciative. Because whenever you appreciate, Papa said it's an application. And do you know that this particular guy, when he now traveled for the mother's burial, that was when the uncle told him. He said, "The same father, the same mother, you said did not do anything for you, and you allowed them to die. Wait, let me tell you something." He said you went to learn trade. It's the trades you used to build house and buy cars. Wait, let me tell you something. That woman you said did not do anything for you. Do you know that when the man that took you to the city, for you to go to the city and do trade with him, that brought you to this level you are right now, the man collects money from the people he takes their children to go and learn trade. But when your mother and your father met him, they had nothing with him. They had no money. And the man said, "If you cannot pay, then I can't take your son." And the woman said, "I volunteer myself. I'm going to work in your farmland for 5 years. Carry my son." All the 5 years of this woman's life, the woman was laboring. The woman was laboring, which made her to even be weak the way she is. The same son looked at her and said, "You did nothing for me." If that woman did not do anything, do you know what it takes to carry a child in the womb for 9 months? Do you know what it takes to enter into the labor room and push out a baby? If you know, go talk him. What will he do? The woman is dead and there is nothing he can do. Learn to be appreciative. Number 3. Activate kindness. Activate kindness. The Bible said in 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 1 to 19. Please, I will need the Message version of that scripture. Samuel died, and the whole country came to his funeral. Everyone grieved over his death, and he was buried in his hometown of Ramah. Meanwhile, David moved again, this time to the wilderness of Maon. There was a certain man in Moab who carried on his business in the region of Carmel. He was very prosperous, 3,000 sheep and 1,000 goats. And it was sheep shearing time in Carmel. Verse 3. The man's name was Nabal, and the meaning of Nabal is fool. A Calebite, and his wife's name was Abigail. The woman was intelligent and good looking. The man, brutish and mean. The Bible said Abigail is a good woman. And in quotes, a kind woman. Some persons will say, do you know that so many people use the kindness of people against them? But the truth of the matter is, don't take because of people who cannot appreciate your kindness and then you become bad. You know why? Your kindness, you're not being kind to people because of them. You're being kind for yourself. You know why? Tomorrow, your kindness will pay off. If not to you, to your generation. I have heard stories of how people show kindness and it came back to them even when the people they showed kindness to did not appreciate them. Just be kind. They don't appreciate my kindness. Forget it. Just be kind. Turn to your neighbor and say, be kind. Whether they appreciate it or not, just be kind. Acts chapter 9, verse 36 to 42. Acts chapter 9, 36 to 42. This is a woman I love so much in the Bible. A woman I love so much in the Bible. I love her. Do you know why I love her? The woman is an epitome of kindness. He said, down the road, away to Joppa, there was a disciple named Tabitha. Gaza, in our language, she was well known for doing good and helping out. During the time Peter was in the area, she became sick and died. Her friends prepared her body for burial and put her in a cold room. Some of the disciples had heard that Peter was visiting a nearby Lydda and sent 2 men to ask if he would be so kind as to move over. Okay? Peter got right up and went with them. They took him into the room where Tabitha's body was laid down. Her old friends, most of them widows, were in the room mourning. They showed Peter a piece of clothing that Gazelle has made while she was with them. Clothes that she made. What happened then? Peter put the widow all out of the room. He knelt and prayed. Then he spoke directly to the body. He said, Tabitha, get up. She opened her eyes. When she saw Peter, the Bible says she sat up. I realized that it was not the miracle of Peter that rose Dorcas up. It was not the anointing of Peter that rose Dorcas up. What rose Dorcas up is her good deeds. Her good deeds was the miracle that came to play. Be kind. Teach your children to be kind. Because when a mother is not kind, she teaches her children to become unkind. Sometimes your children show attitudes. You see a child telling the fellow child, for this thing you did, you go see. And you as a mother, you hear from the mouth of your child telling somebody you go see. And you walk away. That is to tell you that child has started developing a wicked heart. A heart full of evil. What you're supposed to do is come here. What did I hear you say? You say, who go see? If I ever hear that, proceed out of your mouth again. You will see what I will do to you. That word is not meant to be coming out from your mouth. It is meant for those that have wicked hearts. That child will know that it is not good. A child will come. 2 people are playing. 2 children are playing. The other one collects the toy or collect what belongs to the other one. The other one say, no. What happened? She collected my toy. Why did she collect the toy? He said, I don't want her to take it. Oh, yeah, share with her. I cannot share. And you say, she doesn't want to share. I give her. Child. That child that told you I cannot share, and you carried it in and gave back to the child, you have killed her. Because that child has just shown you that I am not the person that can give. And you are now helping the child too to develop it. My heart was bittered when I got the story of the child that was killed. The 8-year child that was killed. And then I sat down. I told you, I said, I don't just pass through things without sitting down to ponder about it. I sat down and I pondered about it. This happened 15th of July. 15th of July, that's the month that just passed before this August. As this holiday just started, that everybody went on holiday. A 12-year-old girl was taken to the grandmother's house. Another person, 8-year daughter, taken to the grandmother's house. 2 of them in their grandmother's house for holiday. And this other one that is 12 years has an iPhone. Even the 8-year-old girl has a phone. While they were in their grandmother's house, the 12-year-old went to charge phone and left. The 8-year-old went there, removed charger, put her own phone. 12-year-old girl came and said, why did you remove the charger from my phone? Nadia Wahala starts. Everybody finished and they went to sleep. The next morning, the 8-year girl did not wake up. What happened? How did she die? Nobody knew. They were planning, okay, let's see how we can take her and call the mother and the father that has sent child for holiday. You're not calling them to come and carry dead body. My daughter is in the grandmother's house for holiday. You are not calling the mother to come and carry dead body, and you cannot even explain how my child died. It was in the process of this one asking, the other one asking, that they had to on the video camera in the room to see what actually happened in the night. Only for them to see that in the night, the 12-year-old guy woke up, carry pillow, charger, because they remove your phone. You should imagine the kind of heart. Carry pillow, press the 8-year girl, strangled her. The girl was struggling. Until that girl died because of phone. Phone. When that girl died, do you know the one that shocked me? To tell you, see, I'm not talking about adult, for goodness sake. I'm talking about 12 years old. When the girl died, if it is a child that has feeling, that has conscience, what should we do? Hey, what have I done? What have I done? Do you know what this girl did? She carried the pillow, keep well, arranged the girl, place her well like she's sleeping, cover her well, and went to her own bunk to sleep. You see how oh Jesus. Then I imagine how she closed her eye. How was she able to sleep till daybreak, knowing that there is dead body up, because the bunk is up, the other girl is up? How was she able to sleep? That's the question I ask myself. At that moment, I realized that the world has moved. Rise up on your feet, everybody.